Anyway, back down we go. We've got plenty of glass. So, as I keep trying to say, the bus driver shows up. There he is. The bus driver shows up. Let's kill this guy. Good. I need string. Oh, shoot. Alright, let me go dump some stuff. The bus driver shows up the road and he starts waiting for him to follow, and one of the guys gets in the driver's seat and heads the bus on up towards him. Why do I have just sticks? I'm gonna need that. This. The guy starts walking up the road past them, disappears from sight. When they spot him and he's laying on the road, they go and check him out. He's dead. And he's cold. He's been dead for a while, for a few hours at least. So everyone is a little freaked out by that, obviously. They drive the bus on into town. There we go. I've got doors, too. I'll have to go fetch them. Let's work on this porch first. The porch is going to be more than one deep. Yeah, it's going to have to be 2 deep. So, they're freaking out. What is going on? Why is this guy dead? What happened? Blah, 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 blah. They managed to get back on the main road because they didn't know where they were. And find the sheriff, who was looking for him, actually, because, the bus is long overdue. And they managed to get back to... They head up to Montpelier, which is actually the capital of Vermont. For those of you who don't know, Montpelier is the capital of Vermont. You know what? This is stupid. We're going to build this up. Dirt, I think. I've still got it on my inventory. I don't. Let's go find it. The sheriff seems very nervous. They call in a doctor who immediately comes in and checks the corpse and claims that he just had a heart attack and died. Which they're like, no, the body was cold. And they're like, you must be mistaken. And it all seemed kind of suspicious. Ooh, guys are dying out there. That'll do. Okay, so here's our front porch. Very nice. The roof's going to overhang here and be that high over the front porch, and then we're going to run railing along the side. So, let's go grab the glass. Let's get rid of some stuff. Why is my inventory so freaking full? Okay. This house is a little big for that hill, but... Oh, nice. Okay. I'm liking the look so far. Anyway, so the sheriff was like, just go home, folks. We're going to refund your money. We're really sorry about what's happened, blah, blah, blah. And they're all like, whatever. But the next couple weeks at home, things start happening, bad things. People start having difficulty. They start losing business if they, like the barber, somebody breaks in and checks out his date book. The talent agent loses her job. Just out of the blue. She can't figure out why. She always got along with the boss. Everything was fine. And all of a sudden, she's just fired. Just stuff like that just starts happening and continues happening. And they're really nervous about it. And they get a call from the sheriff. He says, okay, y'all saw too much and bad things are going to start happening to you. I want to come up and visit and try to help you out. He warns them not to come back to the area. He's very anxious. Obviously, what he's trying to do is warn them off for their own good. Is the impression that they get. Okay, good enough for now. All right, this is coming together fairly nicely. This is going to be a high roof. That's going to have to be modified, but what we're going to need. Let's put this stuff away. We might need some more stone. And we're definitely going to need this. So they're thankful. They're glad that he's worried about them, and he tells them that he's going to try to help them, and that he'll get back in touch with them as soon as he possibly can. The next morning, they read in the newspaper that the sheriff because they were all from the Boston area, that the sheriff was dead. That on the train ride back up to Vermont, he just died, and that the local coroner claimed it was suicide, or that it was not. No, that it was a heart attack. Dun dun dun! So kind of exactly, dang it, what happened with the other guy. Very strange. So now these guys know that something's wrong, and they need to find out what it is and try to stop it before they end up victims of it as well. Bum bum bum! So, we're gonna leave that like that. Ooh, dormer windows. I could do dormer windows. The only problem is getting a ladder up here will not be too hard. I can put it right against that wall. I always have a terrible time with dormers, guys. Alright, so they return to Vermont. They go to this town called I believe it's Moortown, which is just a very small town. It's an actual town that's in that area. And they start their investigation. What we'll do is we're going to do the roof first, and then if we want to do dormers, we'll come back. And it depends on how much room I'm going to have up here. So we're going to check that out, and then we shall see. It shouldn't make the roof any taller. This is also going to overhang on this side, too, so we'll get back to that. So they return to Vermont to Moortown. They start investigating, start talking to people. One of them gets threatened by... I can leave that there. By this guy. They don't know who he is. And they start getting clues that a doctor, I think his name was Adams, that lived on the side of, on the edge of town, might be able to help them. We'll see. This might be too small upstairs to really be a feasible upstairs. Okay. Eventually they go and talk to Dr. Adams. He seems a very friendly fellow. He tells them he had all these issues, and that there were these creatures that lived up there that were not necessarily evil, but they valued their privacy, and they might be afraid of what, people are going to say about them. Dr. Adams was ill when they came and met with him. Ouch. Okay, so let's get rid of this. The floor would end up being right here. Ouch. Well, what I can do is I can go ahead and put it in. I think that'll help this. We have to leave that. I'll put the floor in because I think it'll make it... Oh my god, what is wrong with this thing? I also could make it more of a loft. He was sick. He was whispering all the time. He only whispered, and he looked very ill when they met with him. But he was willing to meet with them. He was very happy to talk to them. Okay, this is a tiny, dark little area up here. But you know what? I can put chests up here for storage. And that'll be good. Then I don't have to necessarily go down. Get out of here, guy. Excuse me. So. I hear another kid. There he is. Good job. Oh, let's go. Oh, I still need half size. Sorry, I'm really distracted today. So. He seems really weird. They're very nervous about him. But he also seemed very nice, and they decide, he offers for them to spend the night at his house, and they accept his offer. And spend the night, and they start doing a little more snooping around. And they eventually find that he is still in his office.